Buddhism came from India to Tibet. Then they developed several schools, different schools. Sakya order was actually founded by the Kön lineage and established and flourished by the Kön members. And Kön members were originally believed to be the direct descendants of the celestial beings. And then later, when Guru Pema Sambhava and Chandrakshita and King Chisong Desen, when Buddhism fully came to Tibet, they were also actively involved in the Buddhism. One of the first Tibetan monks is from the Kön family. And that was more than 1,000 years ago. And at that time, Guru Pema Sambhava gave Vajrakilaya teachings to the Kön Nagendra Rakshita and his brother. And since then, it's been continued. So it's more than 1,000 years.
During the 15th century, the 22nd the throne holder of Sakya, Ngachang Ngawang Kungarenjen, he actually started the Vajrakilaya puja in Sakya. It was actually his father's brother, his uncle, on his Parinibbana day. It was actually dedicated that way. So almost 600 years till now, we have been doing this continuously without any gap. In India, we've been doing this for last almost 60 years, almost every year without any gap. So it's quite a significant prayer. And this is one of the major prayers. In Tibet, this puja takes about the whole month of the 7th lunar month. Another name for this puja is called the 7th puja, because the whole month of the lunar calendar, 7th month, is dedicated to this puja. So this takes one whole month in Tibet. And here we do about 12 days.
The puja that was done over here, performed here, it's called the Vajrakilaya Dukchochimo in Tibetan. It's the most ancient and most important annual pujas in the Sakya tradition.
Vajrakilaya is a very profound teaching, and specialty is to disperse all obstacles. It's a wrathful deity. I attended the first time Vajrakilaya puja in 1954. And in Tibet, I participated for 5 years. And then in 1959, when the revolution started, everything was stopped. But in 1959 itself, we managed to start in a small way. We started in India. So it's more than 60 years.
In 2012, I think, 12-13, I attended opening ceremony of the Pematal Sakya Monastery in Pokhara, Nepal. I was with His Holiness, our Guru for the first convocation Lordji Cham. And at that time, they performed this Vajrakilaya sacred dance. And I was very inspired. And then later I invited one sacred dance master from Mustang. Mustang, there's one monastery called Muantang Monastery. There's one good teacher. Actually, he himself didn't go to Sakya, Tibet, but his teacher was in Sakya before. And his teacher was in Sakya and studied in Sakya and also teach to other monks in Sakya before 1959. So he was his student. So we managed to invite him here in Rajpur, Sakya Center, and then we learn sacred dance. So the significance is that it is important to preserve our rich culture and tradition and also to preserve our sacred dance. So by doing this also, we can fulfill part of our root guru's noble wishes.
His Holiness. अभी तो 43rd His Holiness कर रहे हैं.
The master has to lead. We all do the same puja basically. The Vajra master must have the retreat, which takes about 4 or 5 months. Only then one person can lead the puja, and with his or hers leading, then all the rest will follow the practice.
The main sacred dance has 52 different kinds of sacred dance. So from this, the first 12 is to bless the earth. First 12 is like a ground ritual. And then from 13th up to 31st is the sacred dance of Vajrakilaya. And the 32nd one is the sacred dance of Vajrakilaya's consort, Dipta Chakra. And then from 23rd, then it starts the sacred dance of the retinues of the Vajrakilaya father and mother deity. Through this, we really perform deities. It's a deities dance with its retinues.
My late grandfather, His Holiness Jira Dachandoji Cham, he always mentioned about he really enjoyed doing the Cham. Now, when you say enjoy, he means in terms of both, because for us, practices are fun for us. It gives us calm, it gives us joy. What more could you ask? So performing it, of course, there's a joy, but you have the meditation to focus on the pride in the deity. And emotions are all over the place. Especially for me, I'm just saying from my personal experience, because this is my first time. Yeah, this was my first time to perform this dance after many years, because I didn't get the chance. And after hearing so many stories from His Holiness and my grandfather of how this was performed in Tibet, and it's been going on over here for a few years. I just didn't get the chance because of during the pandemic time. But this year I made the time for it. I'm very happy. And of course, it's very emotional because it just reminded me of all the stories that my grandfather used to tell me, and I was able to do it myself. And there's many more to do. This is just the beginning of it. So hopefully we can grow more to more people.
Since 2015, my father has been taking me along with him to learn the sacred dance. I'm grateful for my father and my mother for thinking of me during that time and taking me along to the practices. A reason the Jizumas haven't participated in the dance before is not because it was extremely hard or that there was a rule saying that no females were allowed to participate. It was just never done. Since there's no rule that females cannot participate, my grandfather and my father gave me this opportunity to participate in the Cham. I want people to know that just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean that it cannot be done, especially since the nuns, and they're kind of shy because of the way that they've been brought up, since most of them are from rural families. So I hope to encourage them and empower them to do stuff that hasn't been done before, such as become chemos. It's a wonderful achievement, and I hope that more nuns will be able to do it in the future. I'm proud that I am the first Jetsuma to participate in the Vajrakilaya sacred dance, and I am grateful for my grandfather, the 41st Satya Tenzin, and my father, the 42nd Satya Tenzin, for giving me the opportunity to participate.
It is important to do these sacred dances with the right motivation. If you do with the right motivation, then not only we can benefit the sentient beings, but also it will be the direct cause for us to gain liberation and to attain the Buddha Vajradhara state or the Vajrakilaya state for the sake of all the sentient beings.
Actually, this particular Vajrakilaya puja is one of my favorite, because ever since when I was young, we've been practicing this practice. And in Sakya Center in Rajpur here, this is one of the most difficult exams that we do. All the lamas, they have to go through this examination. Basically, that means you have to lead the chant from morning till evening, mostly by heart. Everything has to be done by heart. And so it's quite a difficult task, and I've done it, his 42nd has done it, and all the monks who have attended this puja, all of them has done this. So significant, it's very important, not just for the approach, but also from the young lamas' point of view. And also this is a lot of prayers, a lot of tunes, a lot of different kinds of instruments. So it's very much exciting.
According to Vajrayana, which is a part of a practice teachings in Buddhism, a mandala is based on all our mind practices that we create as a sanctuary or like a special area where it's blessed. And it's not just, so when we do practices like this for meditation, we meditate it as in pure terms. So the area we are is not an ordinary world, but it's in a mansion of deities, and everything is peaceful and with and yourself as generating as the deity. So with that mindset, when we have the mandala, then we are able to perform the practices and pujas. It's all part of the mind practices that we do perform these.
That has many symbolic meanings, but overall, it symbolizes the Buddhist path, Bodhisattva's way of path. 37 factors of the Bodhisattva's way of life. Main message is to generally people face many problems, especially nowadays with the climate climate problems and wars and all conflicts and all kinds of problems. So to clear all these problems, Vajrakilaya is a very special. To disperse all the obstacles. Anyone who participates in this puja will be clear from all forms of obstacles.
So my aspiration for this is that, as we already mentioned, that how important and precious and special this Vajrakilaya puja is, that people do come to attend and get blessings from the puja. It's still going on. It's been going on for many years. In Tibet, many people will not come, as His Holiness mentioned, because it used to be very secret and so on. But nowadays, due to his kindness and compassion, He's allowing people to come and get the blessings. So I just hope that for their benefit, if more people can come to get the blessings, and because it has such a significance, as I said, for overcoming obstacles. But not just this, but to appreciate and to feel very fortunate to be able to attend, even if it's just for one day, but to get the blessings from His Holiness, who has started this whole thing in India and up to this day. And I feel it's like, at his age, he's still coming to the pujas. He's still leading it. And for us, I think we're incredibly fortunate. So this is coming from a disciple point, that I feel we should feel very fortunate and gather as much as we can in this very golden time to seek blessings and appreciate, and also meet with His Holiness. Request Him to please live long, to please turn the wheel of Dharma while we still can.
The main thing is to develop and to keep the bodhicitta. Where there's a bodhicitta, there's a great benefit. Where there's no bodhicitta, then it's difficult to have a very significant activities in the Dharma world. So for us, it is important to develop and to keep the bodhicitta in our mental continuum all the time. And based on this, then by doing rituals and by doing other virtuous deeds, we can really accumulate great merit, and also it can really help all the sentient beings.